angel sent from up above. You know you make my world light up. When I was down, when I was...
Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Aseret, and today I will be creating this look here that you see. It's a very dramatic eye with some gold glitter, with some very huge eyelashes, with a very simple lip because we don't want to kind of overpower the eye. And so yeah, this is my first video. I'm really excited to start YouTube. It's something that I've been wanting to do for a very long time, and I don't know, I just wouldn't put myself in the camera, and that's what was left to do. Just put myself in the camera and get out there. It's kind of nerve-wracking just because you're exposing, you know, yourself to, I don't know, the entire world, and you know, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But anyways, with further ado, if you want to learn or see how I created this look, then just keep on watching. So we'll go ahead and get started. I already did this eye. Go ahead and start off by priming our eye. I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in light number 10. So we'll go ahead and put that on our eye here. And I'll go in with the World's Traveler palette, and we'll go ahead and use Soft Peach just to set that that concealer. Just go in with any brush just to set it, and it doesn't matter. Okay, so that's the only shade I'll be using from that palette. And we're going to use this beautiful baby today, and we'll go ahead and be using Isabel to put on our crease, and I'll be using Morphe M441 to put that all over my crease. So we'll put that all over our lid as our transition shade, just so that all the other shades blend in easily.
Oh, angel sent from up above. You know you...
Go in with Violeta here and put that here in the inner corner of the eye and a little bit towards the center. Like so. The key is blending. I mean, I honestly am not perfect, but I try and I love what I do. And we'll go back in with Morphe M441 just to blend that out as well. Okay, now that we've done that, I'm going to go in with this BH Cosmetics. It's from the BH Studio Pro. It was a set. It doesn't have a number on it, but it's... And we'll go ahead and go in with Hoola. I think that's how you pronounce it. This one right here. And I'm going to go along that crease here very lightly, just to kind of give it dimension there in the center or throughout the crease area. And again, we'll go in with that Morphe M441 brush and blend everything out like so. I'm going to go ahead and go in with the Morphe M410, which is a flat brush. And I use that for a pen brush to clean up my brows as well. And we're going to go ahead and use this brush as well to cut our crease. Okay, now that we've done that, I'm going to go ahead and use the NYX glitter primer and put that on the area that we just covered with concealer. I already have some here. So we'll go ahead and go in with the NYX Face and Body Glitter in the color Gold. And what I like to do, I know I don't have any face makeup on, but I also don't like it to get on my face either way. Just because it's a lot harder to take off even with a wipey. So I'm going to just use a cotton ball. And now that we've done that, we'll go ahead and go back in with the Morphe M433 brush, and going back into that color Violeta right here, we're going to go ahead and deepen up that outer corner of our eyes. With the Morphe M441 brush, we'll go back in there and just blend that out. So we'll go ahead and use the BH Studio Pro brush. Like I said, this one doesn't have a number on it, but it's a little bit smaller here towards the point. And we'll go ahead and go back in with Lula from the Master Pro palette, or the Master Palette by Mario, and just add that in the crease as well. We'll go ahead and go back in with the Morphe M441 brush and just make sure we blend all of that out. I'll go ahead and be using the Huda Beauty number 7 Samantha lashes, and we'll go ahead and coat our lashes with a little bit of mascara. It doesn't have to be a specific mascara, it can be any mascara. I mean, it's just to coat our lashes. Okay, now that we've added the lashes, I'm going to go ahead and go in with the NYX Slide On, Glide On, Stay On, and definitely a Turn On waterproof Extreme Shine eyeliner. It says this eyeliner is so good the name had to be this long. Okay. And so we'll go ahead and tightline our eyes. And I'm also going to go in with the Sephora Fine Line eyeliner, the 24-hour felt liner. It's waterproof as well. And I'm just going to add a little bit here on the edge. Okay, so I'm done with the eyes for now. Usually on the bottom here, I do that when I'm done with my rest of the face. So we'll go ahead and start off by priming our face. I'm going to go ahead and use this Smashbox Photo Finish foundation primer. It's the pore minimizing one. Apply that to those problem areas. I have large pores within here and near here on the sides of the nose, so we'll go ahead and apply that there. And I'll go ahead and just tap it versus gliding it on and here. And I'll also apply some here on my chin and center here, like so. And then whatever I have left, I'll just run it on the sides of my face. Now that I have primed my face, I'm going to go ahead and move on to foundation. And so, funny story, I used to not like the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. I don't know, maybe I was just using the wrong primer, but it just looked... Okay, now that we've done that, I'm going to go ahead and use a sponge. And so we'll just go ahead and pat that all over our face. And I'll go ahead and go in with a Maybelline Master Conceal in Light. And just use that to conceal slash highlight, I guess you can call it. So we'll go ahead and blend that out, of course. Okay, now that we've done that, we're going to go ahead and use the Airspun in Translucent Powder. Honestly, this is really good powder. Alright, so now that we've baked our faces, we're going to let that sit for a few minutes. I'm going to go ahead and use the BH Cosmetics 126 brush. It kind of looks like that. And we're going to go ahead and contour our face. And my forehead. And we're going to do our chin as well, just because, you know. And so now I'm going to go ahead and contour my nose. We're going to contour our nose. So I'm just going to go ahead and kind of squeeze the brush like this. I mean, if you have a brush that's skinny, I mean, and I do as well, but I kind of like to just use this because I'm already using it to contour my face. I'm going to run it down my nose like that, up to here, up until do the other side. I go ahead and brush off the excess powder that we used for baking, and I'm going to go ahead and use the Sephora Pro Flawless Powder Brush. It's like so. And just brush that away. And now we're going to go back in with the sponge and kind of blend that nose contour. Just so that it's not too harsh. We'll go back in with the Airspun powder and just, you know, do this sort of thing. I forgot what you call it. Okay, so we'll let that set as well. And now I'm going to go in with the Morphe M405 brush. Looks like that. And I'm going to use my favorite Milani powder brush, the flower one. It's the tea rose color. I use this every day. And I'm just going to... and just add that to our cheeks. You know, do that fake smile and just do the cheeks. So I'm gonna go in back with the Master Palette by Maria. So we're gonna go back in this baby, and let's see, and we're gonna go ahead and take a little bit of Violeta and Isabel. Tap the excess off and just go underneath the eye here. Okay, so now that we've done that, I'm going to go ahead and go back in with the NYX liner. I mean, you can use any liner, honestly, and just go here on the bottom line, waterline, whatever you call it. And so going back in with that shader brush from BH Cosmetics, I'm just going to go ahead and blend that out as well. We've done that. I'm going to go ahead and go in with another BH Cosmetics. This is the 105. It's a small pointy brush. Just a highlight. It's called Opal from Becca. And unfortunately, the sucker is broken, so I have to be careful. And I'm going to place this in the inner tear duct of my eye. Like so. I'm going to go ahead and go in with They Are Real by Benefit and use this mascara to do the bottom lash line. So now that we've coated our bottom lashes, I'm going to go ahead and take off the powder from this area here. So now I'm going to go ahead and use that same Becca Opal, I don't know how you say it, highlighter. And I'm going to go in with, this is a BH Cosmetics as well brush. It's the 101, like that. And I really like this brush to highlight. So I'll go ahead and just tap some there and go ahead and apply it. And yeah. And since we kind of went dramatic in the eye area, I'm just going to use a very, I don't know. Okay, and so for the lips, I used Too Faced Naughty Nude. Looks like that. That's what I used for my lips. I wanted to do something simple just because we've already gone with a very dramatic eye. So yeah. Alright, so I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I am new to YouTube, so I really hope I can get my channel going, and I don't know, maybe perhaps inspire you all throughout the process. Thank you.
So high, so high.